I'm holding this because Rick told me to.
Well, now we're at the stage where we're going to do some bottling. So we got to rack this into our bottling bucket. So this whole procedure should look familiar to you because we did this last time.
We're gonna wrap it in plastic. Keep the air out. Make sure there's no buggies getting in there. Foreign objects and bodies and aliens and shit.
And shit.
And shit. Shit is in the air. Dr. Rick preparing another transfusion.
I don't want to go through this, but please take that part out. Alright, so this is the priming sugar that we have that we boiled in 16 ounces of water for 15 minutes. As you can see, I mean, it doesn't look any different than water. It's just pure sugar, sugar water. And we've cooled it, and we're going to dump this into our bottling bucket. And we'll just let it cool off just a little bit more. We've already put the siphon in, and we have our hose ready. And we'll start the siphon in a couple minutes. And this beer here is going to mix with the sugar that we have. And after it's all said and done, there'll be enough sugar to go into about roughly 26, 27, 22 ounce bombers. And that'll be enough to carbonate it and give us some lovely, lovely beer. We got it siphoning, and the weight of the liquid in the hose weighed it down, put it right into the bottom, and now that's mixing in with all the sugar that we put in there. And eventually we're going to end up with 5 gallons of usable liquid, and it'll all be mixed together. We might give it one little quick stir just to make sure that we incorporate it, let it kind of settle for a little bit, and then we'll start the bottling process.
We just sniffed the beer, and it smells, just to let you know. We have mounted the beer in a non-gay way, of course, because we're getting ready to bottle. Does that look cool? Look at that. Whoa. Look at the hose. We're getting ready to rock it.
Alright, here's the bottling mechanism. What we need to do, all the beer is now in here, and I'm going to turn that valve on. It's going to release the beer down into this hose, and this is pressure sensitive, so when I press down into the bottle, it's going to allow the pressure to come through and let the beer go in. When it gets to the top, by pulling this out, it's going to actually leave about a ½ inch of headspace or so, which is really about the right amount that you're going to want to leave. You don't want it down too far. You don't want it up too high. So roughly about a ½ inch or so of headspace is going to give us the right balance, which will allow the yeast to carbonate the beer and also force whatever oxygen is in here. Now what we're going to do is after the beer is filled up, we're going to leave that headspace. We're going to put the caps on, which we have in here. These have been boiled, so they've all been cleaned and sanitized. And, we're going to just set them on loosely and allow the CO2 to kind of force out any oxygen that's still in that little ½ inch of space. So we let them sit for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll go on and we'll put the bottle caps on. So that's pretty much how the whole process works. So here we go, turn that on, press down, and as you can see, there's the work. Now the whole idea is this does this with minimal amount of splashing. Right now, as before when you saw me shaking the shit out of this stuff in that goofy ass video, that a little collage that might put together, we wanted oxygen, but oxygen is bad at this point in the game, as it lends itself to basically what it does, it would make it like oxidize and give you like a cardboard type of a flavor, which we don't want. And I'm going to take one of these and we set it aside. And that's pretty much what we're going to do 27 times over.